Would you look at that? We are live! And Alpha came in with the first. Wow, that was a good snipe, actually. That's about as early as you can physically get it as well. Well done, Albrecht. Well done. How are you? Welcome, welcome. I am here before Sari. Not for my chat. My chat is that Sari was first. No! God damn it! There we go. There's a Saint Cinder stream is live. You're literally before my chat caught on that I'm live. Well done. But yeah! Follow a Todd Day 2. Wait, let me just turn down the music a little bit. Specifically on my end. And I don't know, let's turn it up, as they say, the cool people. There we go. Got that YouTube chat here. Got a welcome to the stream. Heart. Ming! Thank you for the hydrate and stretch. How are you? Welcome, welcome. How are all of you? How are you, Abstract? How are you, Dave? How are you, Ming? Welcome. Hope you're all doing well. Okay, I'll do a stretch. I'll do a Praise the Sun post for you, mate. Just imagine it. One show. Yeah, welcome back, Ming. How are you doing? Wait, no. Du blir sängen igen. Du blir sängen. Du blir sängen. Så va. Snälla Jonas. Dave, I'm Saint. How are you doing, Ming? Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well. I hope all is going well. We are going to do a little bit of funsies today. Let me just find my slides here. I will wait for the initial ad break to A, proceed, and B, conclude. Right on time. Yeah, 90 raining. Yeah, it's been a long time playing Night Rain the other day. Oh, it's so much fun, Ming. I love Night Rain. Hey, honestly, Night Rain, it does the one thing that I always wish was like more available in Dark Souls, Elden Ring, and all FromSoft games, which has the ability to replay bosses. Cinder might fuck Night Rain if he got the chance. Damn. Night raining. Yeah, it's raining. It's actually legitimately rain. You know when you go out in the danger zone? That's quite literally night rain. Now, why water is such a thing that my character is weak to, I have no clue, but I think the water is burning. One line, I'm in. But each boss has additional skill. Douche for fighting style. I guess, sort of. Like, every character has unique skills. And all the bosses, I feel like, have, like, unique mechanics to them. Even, like, Elden Ring bosses. Like, for example, the Falling Star Beast. The Falling Star Beast, if it's your night boss, will summon pillars. And the only way to stun it is by making it run into pillars. Clone drone and danger zone is only danger zone? No, damn. Is that true? I would say yes. Some of them have extra stuff. I really do love it. Oh, ad break is over. For example, I think one of them, like the first boss, making a bonk themselves? Yeah. Like, the first final boss you fight has a specific weakness to holy damage. And the fun thing is, if you hit it enough times with holy damage, it will actually get a debuff, reducing its defense and attack. So it's like, you want to target the boss's weakness, and you fully have the ability to it, you know. Actual game, by the way. Oh, nice, I didn't know that. But yeah, I can make the bull, the essentially meteor bull, hit itself. It's so nice. You can also find, which this one I literally screamed, I yelped when I saw it. And that was when I saw the Gaping Dragon. Now, the Gaping Dragon, I think it's one of the more iconic Dark Souls 1 bosses. Because when you play the game, it has an intro cutscene of how it spawns into the arena. And it's very much a debate. So everybody just sees it's like, oh, a tiny little creature, and then like out of nowhere, a giant gaping dragon. Feed yourself, stop eating yourself, yeah! But today I have a plan, you see? Let me see, how do I... Slideshow? Will you capture this slide? So yes, you will. I will probably have to move chat behind you guys. Sorry. Here we go. Oh, oops, did I see? And wait, let me there we go. As for today's presentation, it's so cute, yeah! Ignore the quote. But yes, let us proceed with the presentation. Allow me to introduce, who is Saint Cinder? And why is he sort of hot, question mark? Quoted from a fictional person. And now, who is this Saint Cinder? Well, Saint Cinder. I am Saint Cinder, the celestial wizard VTuber. I'm hiding away in my observatory, studying the stars, seeking new knowledge and insights. Or, that is what I would have said if he wasn't playing video games at this very moment, SMH. Saint Cinder is a lazy wizard who loves to procrastinate his work by playing video games and other fun ventures. Which some of you have already managed to sort of like piece together, as Onstrek eloquently stated yesterday, that I am essentially just a person who managed to figure out OBS, hit the go live button, and I'm sending whatever we're seeing. I was wondering why it looked empty. Don't worry. It's about the fun seas. Now, my likes and dislikes. I like pretty things. I like gaming, which you might have already seen. Pretty things, yeah, like, you know. I do like pretty things. If you look at, like... If you look at everything here, like, look how pretty it is. Look how pretty the chat is. Look how pretty I am. Look how pretty the background is. Look how pretty my emotes are. I like pretty things. I like gaming, as you might have known by me accidentally pulling 13-hour sessions playing video games. Oh, come on. Puppy mother isn't too happy being... Sugoi desu ne? Pretty with a VW? Yeah, pretty. Did I say sugoi desu ne correctly, or did I just like absolutely slaughter? I believe it's Japanese, but don't hold me to it. But gaming, yeah, you can see I like gaming. I also like gaming because I'm pretty good at gaming. Is he said right? Thank you, Ming. I like history. History I find is a fun subject. Oh wait, how do I go back? There we go. Wanted the mouse to be there. Yes, mouse. History. I like history. There's so much fun history. I don't know too much history. For example, I know that in Asia, you probably learn a lot about, you know, the romance of the Three Kingdoms. And I do not know much about ancient and feudal China and Japan. And, you know, rest of Asia. But I do know a lot of European history. And, you know, North African and, Hi, Lilitas. Good about day. Hi. I like puzzles. I always like a good puzzle. If I can get a puzzle and I'm allowed to, you know, play around with it, I'm usually gonna make it pretty far. Add dogs sure like too? Yeah, I like dogs, I like animals. He likes to touch grass? I love to touch grass. I love fictional lore. I love reading about like Warhammer, Elder Scrolls. What other stuff do I really like? Dark Souls, Elden Ring, all that good stuff. I love reading about it. I love like looking at it. I love trying to piece together what the author has tried to portray. I like purple. Purple, yay! I wonder. Why do I like purple? You might ask. I won't answer that, by the way. I like the internet. Not as the internet, as you know, the concept of being connected together. I like having an internet connection, I should say, so I can go on the internet. I do like the internet. I like meat. Interpret as you will. I like meat, I like chicken, I like ground beef. I'm not the biggest fan of pork, gonna be honest with you. And yeah, I like cooking with it, I like making stuff with it. I think it must be purple, right? I wonder. Is it purple? I should have made the text for purple, so people couldn't have, I would guess a magnet. Damn. Oh, magenta, yes. And I also like being outside. As you might have known, I am a serial grass toucher. I go on walks and stuff like that. And I even run a lot. I haven't been able to run for a bit now. I should definitely get back into running more. Now, dislikes. Food from the ocean. If it lives in the ocean, I don't want it. Be it fish, crustaceans, seaweed, even whale. I don't want it. The like social interaction outside the world. Now you're being difficult with me. It's like, I like being outside. Doesn't mean that I like anyone else outside. Who needs to talk to other people? I just want to go and touch grass, you know. I do not like insects. I find them to be yucky and honestly just morbid. Do you like pearls? Not a biggest fan of pearls. But again, I'm not eating pearls. In a traditional sense. I despise seagulls. If there's a seagull VTuber out there, I'm gonna beef with you. I don't care. You could be like the coolest person ever. I'm just gonna beef with you for almost the sake of it. Grass is love, grass is life. Literally let you breathe, yeah. I do not like gore. And that is because I have a very strong photographic memory. Meaning that if I see gore, I will be able to keep seeing gore. Even when I'm not seeing it. So I hate it. Same with the insects. Seagulls, I don't hate seagulls because I dislike looking at them. I hate seagulls because they will pester me when trying to attack me when I am outside touching grass. Like, I'm minding my own business and the seagull's being like, jump this MFer. And then like 5 seagulls try to get me. Algae, profound sadness. Yeah, algae do a lot. Stagnation. Yes, the concept stagnation. I dislike the concept of stagnation. I do not want to stagnate. That's why I'm always seeking personal growth. In many ways. Like, I'm trying to grow the stream. Trying to grow me as a person. Trying to grow my interests. I do not want to stagnate. I see stagnation as the first death a person can submit themselves to. As in like an actual philosophical statement, I see stagnation as the same way of dying. Like, for me, if you stagnate as a person, as like you give up trying to grow, because I feel like that's the thing. A lot of people don't stagnate because they try. They stagnate because they stop. And just like a tree, if you're not growing, you're rotting. That's why I'm always trying to grow. As a person, my interests, all of that. Because if I don't, those powers and momentum in return like half an hour. Oh, nice. But yeah, it's like, I don't want that. And I don't want it to be like, stand in my way. It's be like, no, I've decided this is just who I am right now. No one else, no change. Just a slow decline. That's not what I want to be. I always want to try something new. Always want to experience life. Because I feel like that's the thing. Once you stagnate, you stop experiencing life. And its beauty. I do not like broiled broccoli. Now, the reason I don't like broiled broccoli is because I find it to be very yucky. Ugh. Why is definitely preferable to stagnation? Oh, nice. I dislike AI. Machines shouldn't think. Straight up. Most people shouldn't think, but that's a... I'm not sure if that's a hot take anymore. It was a hot take for a long time ago, but you know. Not the mini trees! No! Try broccoli steamed. That's like boiling it, but with extra steps. I can wok. I can wok broccoli. I can sear broccoli. I just don't like it when the only thing that has been done to the broccoli is putting it with water and heat it up. I don't want, like, it's essentially like giving me a microwave broccoli. Would you guys want microwave broccoli? That's how I think about boiled broccoli. And undercooking it, damn. I never microwave broccoli to cook it before. Yes, exactly. That is how I see boiled broccoli. It's just completely nonsensical to me. It's like, you're doing nothing to it. You're just heating it up. And I'm just gonna be honest with you, most of the time, most people say, but obviously you add salt to it. Yeah, newsflash. Most people have zero common sense with cooking. And I do not kid, that boiled broccoli, the only thing that's been done to it is make it soggy and wet and warm. What if it's in soup? But soup is different, because then it's cooked in broth. You know? We're talking about the ancient Chinese art of boiling, okay? The way you fry vegetables without oil. This like tasteless broccoli. Essentially, yes. But yeah, AI, it's like, you know, I don't like it. Genuinely, I'm not sure how much use, like... I hate AI because I feel like people always come with argument being like, oh, but generative AI could be used for a lot of good. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's not used for a lot of good. And I don't want a, like, I don't want to use the energy of a small nation to generate a picture of a banana. I can give an artist friend of mine a pizza and some soda, and I don't know, $10. I probably don't even need the $10. If I give him a pizza, I would, like, genuinely give them, like, hey, yeah, nice pizza. Could you draw this for me? I'm not even sure if you could do that. Being like, yeah, sure. Like, actually, no, it's gotta be something more extreme. You gotta have something weird. Being like, I will bake you a cake as payment for this art piece, you know? So that you could have like so the artist could say like, yeah, this costed a cake. You know, you gotta make it so like it's cool, but you're still getting something from it. Obviously, you gotta bake a good cake. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, if you come in with like a dog shit cake, I'm gonna be mad if I try to draw you something. Yeah, barter system. I could just, you know, pay the artist. You know, that's also fair. Honestly, I prefer paying the artist rather than trying to bribe him with pizza. I'm pretty sure bribing with pizza could work, but I like the easier, more simple option. I hate that pebble that always makes it into my shoe. You know who I'm talking about. It happens to me, and it will happen to you. Trust me on this. When I say F that pebble, I hope that I hear a crowd, a loud cheer in people's heart that says, F that pebble, you know. I also dislike ants, you know. Because that's me. So yeah, that's a lot of those. And then we have fun facts about me. I am very flexible. Every groove, every crevice, those tiny stones, yeah. It was me, Barry. I sent you back and put a pebble in the shoe when you were in the middle of your marathon run. It should be like, remember that time you had a pebble coming from your shoe when you were running your marathon before you had the Speed Force, Barry? It was me, Barry. In a nanosecond before you took off, I put a pebble inside of your shoe, and every time you picked it out, I put it back in. The nanosecond before you looked. But yeah, fun fact about me, I'm very flexible. Now could, if I had a camera on, I could demonstrate, but you know, I don't. I can bend my fingers backwards. You know, I can essentially make a 90-degree angle where you have like the top of my hand and, you know, fingers going up. A lot of my joints are very flexible. I can even, like, you know, just get my thumbs out of the joints. I can roll my tendons. Like, literally, if you could see my hand, you could see that I can roll my tendons on them. You know, the ones on the knuckles. I can just roll them around. Now, there are some drawbacks to being flexible. And that is the fact that I can bend in ways my body really shouldn't. Like, for example, if I go to lift, I can lift up the thing, but unlike other people, where their joints simply won't allow such a movement, I will allow a movement that can, you know, cause me great injury, which I did. It was me, I put that chewing gum in the pedal. No, Ming! So yeah, I'm very flexible. I can bend my knees, I can bend my foot, I can do a lot of stuff. Not like ultra flexible, but like, I'm very flexible. Now, point number 2. I am very smart, despite my head injury. Now, you might think, what are you talking about, Cinder? What head injury? Well, to everyone's surprise, well, to no one's surprise, I don't know. I don't know, you guys. I can't read minds. When I was about 4 years old, I fell headfirst into a sharp rock and ended up with what I can only presume a concussion and a big, and I mean like a big scar on my forehead. Can you remove your 2 lower ribs? I can't remove them. They're there, you know. I don't know what to talk about, you know. So, yes, I'm very smart. I would actually claim that I'm good at like being smart, despite having a massive head injury at a young age. Now, the reason I say this is because I fell headfirst into a rock. I will show you my like memory thing. I was playing on on like the stone fence. A rock that was loose made me slip and fall headfirst into a sharp rock. Then I remember nothing. I hit the rock, boom, black. And then I remember being carried by one of the kindergarten teachers. And then I remember bright lights, which I can only assume was the ER. And then I remember what I think was a couple of weeks later on a checkup, when I had a lot of tape on my head, as well with bandage. I'm assuming my mother put bandage on, and because, I don't know, I kept picking the bandage, put a bunch of tape around my head, so I couldn't pick the bandage off. Because, you know, I was still dumb. I had a massive head injury. And yeah. Know about your lower back. Never knew about the head. Damn. The mummy, yeah. It's actually the back injury I have. Mainly, it's actually my upper back. It's by my shoulders. It's on my shoulder blade, essentially. The problem is that it's the like part of the back that's used the most in non-back related activities. I have the Berserker gene. Now, this seems edgy as fuck. I don't know. What do you mean by this, Cinder? Essentially, what I mean by this, and I'm intentionally put it in an edgy way, so I can grab all of your attention with the Berserker gene. I have the extraordinary ability to lock in to a level where I can reach near inhuman feats of either reaction, strength, or focus. A best example of this was a run that I had last summer. In that run, I ran so fast. I had a pulse. I had a clock on me that kept track of my pulse. And there's a couple of like zones your heart rate can be in. And I ran so fast, so long, until I felt my heart hurt. Or it wasn't my heart hurting. It was my heart causing me hurt. It beat so hard, I could feel back pain. Because it was beating into my chest. It was beating into the muscles in the back, beating into the bones in the front. Just like kudunk, kudunk, kudunk. And I essentially just had to stop because at one point I couldn't move faster. I was like actually out of gas. Don't worry, I got back up and like ran 6K in like 25 minutes. My bad, my memory's bad, don't worry about it. Yes, and what I realized was that there is this heart rate zone called max or peak. And it's essentially when you are peaking. It's supposed to be that, you know, peak heart rate is only supposed to be sustained for like a minute max. Because it's literally supposed to be a peak of exertion. I ran that race with 12, no, I think it was actually 14 minutes of peak heart rate. Meaning that, I busted my absolute butt and just ran. Despite everything. And I want to point out, I was in a good shape. I was in like the best shape I've ever been. So this wasn't even me being like in poor shape. Try running 6K in 25 minutes. I dare you. So yeah, that as well. I can lock in a lot of places where, you know, like, for example, yeah, like the example I just gave. Like the example I just, I can just lock in, ignore everything, and just keep full on focus. I am ripped. At the moment, I'm not ripped. I am still a couple of kilos too big. But I am very much a ripped and low fat percent individual. Suffer hormonal imbalances later. I don't know. No more than average robot human body. There goes bad. Yeah. I don't think I did. I don't think I did. I think it was literally just me pushing so hard. Like I just, you know, kept on going. I did recover. Like, I was going to point out that I had to slow run for like a minute or two. And then I picked up the pace again, Osbrecht. But I definitely was a little bit more cautious with pushing. But considering I already pushed for, you know, good 10 minutes before I essentially broke, I think I can do well. I am a person with ambition. That is like something you've already... And epipherin overexertion is very bad. I have no idea what that means. I'll look into it later. But no, I did not suffer any hormonal imbalances, I'm pretty sure. But the sustained exercise did make me a little weaker in the back. But I'm working up, I'm working my strength up. I'm starting to the point where I can barely feel it anymore. For adrenaline. I don't think there was too much adrenaline. Because you gotta remember, I have ADHD. Adrenaline is one of those things that my body is already depleted on. Same with dopamine. It's why my medicine gives me both, helps me regulate both dopamine and adrenaline. But yeah, I'm a person with ambition. And what I mean by that is that that's what I said with stagnation. I don't want to just sit in my lane and do stuff. I want to do something. I want to push out something good. Be it content, be it work, be it food. Whatever I do, I want to put my heart into it. I don't want to... I'm not like a perfectionist saying like something isn't good enough. But I'm definitely one for giving it an honest attempt every time. Binding a variant, the blood to do prolonged extreme activity. Like sustaining max heartbeat. Ah. No, I think I was pretty good the day after. and all the days after, really. Maybe it's why I got a major injury in my back, because it took time for, you know, things just couldn't keep on going. But I will keep it in mind. I won't exert myself too much. I can't help it that my body just doesn't want to listen to my mind. Or, it's more that I can command my body, despite the fact that my body is literally can't. And yes, I'm a person with a lot of ambition. And another fun fact about me is my butt have broken so many chairs. You have no idea how many chairs I have broken by sitting on them. I've got a bakery at his behind. Oh yeah. So yeah, my butt has broken many chairs. And I don't know what it is. It doesn't matter which type of chair. Eventually, my butt will break it. Like, for example, sitting in a chair, just okay, then you have like the, sort of like an imprint of my butt on it, and being like, okay, it just doesn't work anymore. I sat in a chair, and it just like, didn't work anymore. And a lot of those like gaming chairs are just straight up like, falling apart, from what I can only assume is the, sheer mass of my behind. If I break the restaurant one, run. Oh, don't worry, if I break the restaurant, I'm gonna do like, you know, Shallow Hal, being like, what is this chair made out of? And then, you know, the guy's gonna be like, steel? But yeah, chairs are my biggest enemy. They're my biggest op. They don't want to be sat on by me, which is, you know, a big shame, honestly. Their loss. So yeah. And, you know, sometimes I might not be able to present myself. So, ask me anything you want. Shoot your shot. Anybody have any questions? Because I would be more than welcome to like answer. I think that could be fun. Let's give man some cherry chairs. What's a cherry chair? How about a metal chair? I think the one I have right now is pretty much like mostly made of metal. The one I have right now is an office chair, but you know it's like it's netting. Cherry wood. I'd break wood. I'd break wood. Perfectly placed ad. Oh lol. But yeah, the one I have right now, I know for a fact has a lot of metal in it. Or the bakery pipe. Was the bakery piping hot little melted? Oh damn. Cherry's a dense hardwood. Damn. I don't want to be responsible for, you know, more rainforest going down because my butt must break chairs, you know. Just give me like an infinite supply of plywood I can sit on, you know. Give me more 4x2s or 2x4s, which are actually not 2x4. For some strange reason. How about the floor? I can sit on. I haven't broken any floors. Let me actually think about this properly. I haven't unintentionally broken any floors. I've obviously broken floors when, you know, I gotta rip tiles out, or you gotta like remove the remove whatever, like the flooring, etc. I have like broken down like floor and rocks and stuff with jackhammers, because, you know, that's what I need to do. And me sitting on floor, the Asian way, yeah. Unfortunately, my computer does not lead itself well, or my desk does not lead itself well to sitting on the floor. Allow me to demonstrate. I am now on the floor. As you might have noticed, my voice has gone a little more quiet. That's because my microphone is head level. And unfortunately, if I stare right ahead, I only see my keyboard. Which is another fun fact. Did you know that the keyboard that I have is the same one that I've had since I was probably 15 years old? And the reason why I have this is because it's so... well, I should probably tell the whole story. Well, I was a bit of, you know, an average gamer child. And like an average gamer child, I played rage-inducing games. Now, after a certain rage-inducing game of Dota 2, I, in my infinite wisdom, decided to pick up my Started to pick up my old keyboard and, in a lack of a better word, slam my head into the keyboard in a karate chop manner and dividing the keyboard in two. Now, the keyboard, to my amazement, still functioned. I don't know why. Of course, it was pretty hard pressing I think it was the J key, because the J key was gone, because I think that was the epicenter of my head slamming. So, no J key. I couldn't, debate people. And I played with a broken keyboard for an X amount of months until, for my birthday, my parents bought me my current keyboard. And let me tell you something, if I slam my head into this keyboard, it's my head who's gonna hurt. This thing is like thick as fork. It's like genuinely a couple of centimeters thick. I would say it's like 3 to 4 centimeters tall, counting the buttons. But like the base itself is like, it's like 2 pizza slices on top of each other. Thick. Overnight is paid like a true streamer to explain. Ah, true. I could actually do that. Ask anything. What's the key to infinite money? I don't know. That's my answer. If given a watermelon, can your butt break it? Like if you're wondering if I butt slam a watermelon, I would say probably, but I've never put it into practice. Now, more people are probably interested in seeing me crush a watermelon with my thighs, which is something I haven't done either, but I would very much like to try. We have a date to be Saint Chair. There's definitely no yo intent. No! You can be the next chair, Dave. You can be the next chair. Don't you worry. But yeah, so today I have had the same keyboard, which I would say I've cleaned it a lot of times, like genuinely scrubbed it down. But it's accumulating, I would almost say, like, wear and tear. It's like, it's not dirt or filth, it's just genuine damage. Yippee! So yeah. But yeah, that's actually, that was the About Me presentation. If anybody has more questions, shoot your shot. But, in the meantime, thank you all for coming. Yay! And then, I go out there. And obviously now, the fun things begin, because I'm not the best person to present myself, always. I will leave out things that, to present myself better. That is why I have prepared a couple of personality tests. If anybody has any more, Ming, do you have a good "which Disney princess are you" test? If you have it, send it to me. Genuinely, I need that. Close-up Cinder feels a lot different. Yeah. Let me see here. VTuber. Let me just move myself up here. Hello, there I am. Whee! Put myself in the corner there. Ooh, Chotomata, let me find it for you. Yeah, everyone else will say, don't we ask how Saint Cinder is? Aw, are you gonna ask how Saint Cinder is? Or are we just gonna point it out, Asprecht, and then join the Ask Who? What are you looking for again? Just, those, fun, quirky quizzes. They're being which Disney princess are you? And you get a lot of different questions, and then you answer it, and then you're being like, you're Elsa. Those kind of things. If anybody has any good ideas for those, or any tests they want to see me do, as in, personality, or, fun, something like that, send it my way. You can DM it to me, you can post it in the Discord. I want to do them. But I'm not a nobody. But I'm also not most people, so I ask. Oh. There it is! Which Disney princess are you? When is Saint Cinder? No, it's now. Personal or Discord group? You can just send it to me personally. I may know a test to check out if I know your bank account details. Oh, damn. What is it, like how rich am I kind of test? But yeah, let's take the quiz. Favorite weekend activity? I'm unemployed. There is no weekend. Curling over a book, exploring a farmer's market, cooking, putting my feet up, anything outside, a walk in the woods. What's anything outside and a walk in the woods? Alone time and hanging out with friends. I do like cooking. This one is hard. This one is hard. Can I zoom in? It's a little small. Let me just, you know. Whoop. There we go. That should be better. I may know about a test. Oh yeah, I already read that, sorry. Okay, it's not a book. It's not a farmer's market. Hang out with friends. I don't really do that in this traditional sense. Walk in the woods, anything outside, putting my feet up. More like, ask if you remember how to access your account. No ill intention at all. Oh yeah, lol. Gotta walk dishes. Okay, have a nice time. I don't remember how to access my account. Anything outside, walk in the woods, or cooking. Do you have a classic personality test? I don't think I have a classic one. I have a lot of different ones. I could also take the kink test, you know. If you know, you know. With friends, putting my feet up, alone time. I would say alone time. The animal who will lead my inevitable royal parade. Damn. It already knows. It already knows. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. We'll do that one later, Aspect. We'll do that one later. Just send it to me. Okay, who will lead my parade? A raccoon? A fish? A tiger? A dragon? A chameleon? An alligator? An owl? Or a horse? I believe it should be a dragon, based on my old profile picture. It will definitely be a dragon. The most important quality I look for in a prince. Oh, wow. You know, it's Pride Month. You know what? We're looking for that prince, okay? We're getting that femboy prince. Believe me. You know what used 1D and all that? I could take that one. I don't think... The thing is, I feel like that one is a little too... how do I say it? It's a little too basic, almost. And the fact that, you know, it's, it's kind of just a fun test in a sense, I guess. Yeah. Most important quality is either charm, kindness, dreaminess, humor, honor, personality, smolder. I don't need a prince. I don't really need a prince, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't swing that way. I don't swing that way, okay? Which one of these outfit elements are you most likely to wear? Sweats, a dress, heel, glass slippers. Who in their right mind wears glass slippers? Headband, necklace, shirt, or a vest. I would say sweats. That's a sweatshirt, right? Or sweatpants. Does stop you from being a fanboy? I guess. I'm gonna assume that it's sweatpants and sweatshirts and sweat stuff. Yeah. My favorite place to burst into song is a forest, a field of flowers, the beach, on the go, in my room, while doing chores, under a willow tree, and I don't swing. Yeah, I was about to say, I feel like this one is assuming some stuff from me, you know? Now, I feel like this isn't truly a universal experience. Honestly, in my room. Like, obviously. My favorite hairstyle is, a stylish bob, a high ponytail, really, really long bangs, sleek and straight, half up, half down, a top knot, I guess practical, because I have a boy's haircut. We'll go with this one. Someday, I want to be a baker, business owner, fashion designer, a zoologist, a singer, a writer, an athlete, or a CEO. I'm just gonna be honest, but I don't want to be a CEO. I would rather be a business owner. Like, being a business owner, you can easily like, just like appoint yourself CEO, you know, but you know. I would say a business owner. In one word, my style is either fun, classic, timeless, retro, bohemian, vintage, functional, or colorful. Which one would you say that my style is? I would definitely say my style is colorful. It's also timeless. I'm definitely timeless. Ah, I see this one. I believe that's the one that got, I'm just gonna double check. Yeah, no, that one I'm not gonna do, man. I'm just double checking it. Current theme feels timeless? Yeah. The reason I won't do that one is because it's using generative AI to feed into crypto. And while a generative AI, you know, is a very great spot, crypto is something that has been completely tarnished its reputation. I remember there being a lot of drama about it. I live in a castle, a cottage, a small town, a big city, apartment, tower. Yeah, okay, we live in a tower. We're a mage. We live in a tower. No issue, no, don't worry. Thank you for the suggestion, though, man. Genuinely. It's 4 p.m. That means it's time to hit the gym. Take a stroll, have a tea, work on my chess game. Lol, that's you guys, not me. See what my friends are up to, have a snack, take a nap, or do my chores. You know what that's? Go back, What we saying? I'm not gonna lick my dog. Feeling you get a certain Disney character that looks like you. Oh wow. This is my dog. Probably can hear sounds. That's normal. That's what my dog sounds like. Full of oblivion for residential proof. True. Hit the gym. I don't really hit the gym in the same sense, but I guess that means, you know, exercise. 4 p.m. is pretty good exercise time, though. Do my chores, have a snack, take a stroll, have tea. I guess hit the gym. Select my favorite color out of the following is either... Ooh. I think it's going to be red. It's either red or blue. But I can't really say which one, because, you know, I like purple. It's a combination of the two. Where the heck is purple? I'm wondering the same. I think my design leans more towards blue than it does red. You've been Vanellope One Sweets! Yay! Let's go! I'm the gamer princess! Let's go! Woo! I gotta... were you expecting me to be tangled, Ming? I gotta ask, did you expect me to be tangled? Yeah, you know what, that probably was number 2. I wish I could see the links, but I guess you don't have to... maybe. Tangled does look like me in a sense, yeah. But yeah, I'm Vanellope One Sweets. You're a strong, fun, and absolute legend on the racetrack. That is true. That is genuinely true. Play Mario Kart with me, and I'll leave you in the dust. You're always up for an adventure, and you approach every challenge with positivity and curiosity. You're our hero. Woo! Let's go! I'm a hero! Yay! Gotta write that down almost. Conclusion, gremlin. Yes, we are a little gremlin. But yeah. Got any other suggestions? Well, Osprey did link me a quiz. I want to see which one. Which war tank are you? 12 questions. Ignore the fact that it says advertisement on the top there. I have decided no. No. I promise I don't know tanks that well, but I'll keep the tab up. And this is kind of the meat of potatoes. The rods are test. Now this test is probably the best in the test to take for an indicator that you may or may not be on the spectrum of autism. Now this is not a diagnosis tool. Only a psychiatrist can diagnose you with autism. With the thing aside, ignore how wide it is. That's crazy. Yeah, we're taking the autism test, guys. We're taking the autism test. And, yeah. The Ritvo Autism Asperger's Diagnostic Scale Revised is a self-report questionnaire designed to identify adult autistics who escape diagnostics due to subclinical level presentation. Basic information, statement, duration, screening tool, blah blah blah. It just shows the dishes have installed. Nice. Take the test there. Well, yeah. Wait, we're doing autism? We're doing autism. We're doing the autism test. This is just info about the test. Ignore that woman there. She just wants your soul.
Soul. I want it. I need your innocence.
Professor Saint, I have submitted a quiz, an ironic one. Ooh, let's take a look here. For the grand reveal. It may be a fishy, but why not question quiz gives you... let's take a look here. What type of fish are you? Ah, we'll take a look at that later. Reject all. I don't want any cookies. But before that, autism. Said you want to. I saw that. I have already opened up tank one. We became Vanellope 1 Streets. Actually, that's what I'm very happy with. It is literally the okay. Rods are test. Should I increase it so it's like a little better visibility? Yes, I should. There we go. Autism prioritize? Yes. Read each statement below and choose the answer that best fits your experience during social interactions. I am a sympathetic person. True now, and when I was younger, yes. I often use words and phrases from movies and television in conversation. True now, and when I was young, yes. I'm very much immediately stealing and like, almost like downloading stuff. For example, like, if I say dog a lot, that's because I watched another streamer use the word. Literally. I'm often surprised when others tell me I have been rude. I do remember a lot of times being told I was rude when I was a kid. And I didn't get it. Genuinely. But the question is, have I been told I'm rude in my adult years? I guess, yeah. But I'm not surprised. Yeah, no, I'm not surprised. That's the thing. I have been told I was rude, but I'm not surprised that I was rude. I can easily see that, yes, that was pretty rude. Sometimes I talk too loudly or too softly, and I'm not aware of it. Yes. True now and when I was young. Without a doubt. I struggle to match tone. I often don't understand how to act in social situation. Question. How do you act in social situation? I genuine, honest question. Does anybody have like a good, like a quick, like, rundown, a cheat sheet for this? Because I don't know. I don't know. Like, usually, right now, I usually take command of a social situation. As in, you know, if I can, you know, dictate it, it's way easier for me to, you know how to act than I have a plan. But if I'm in a social situation, like, for example, I'm on a gathering, I don't really know how to act. I usually just, you know, sit and chill by myself. As a top-level question, man, yeah, true. Now, and when I was young, true. I can put myself in other people's shoes. Like, I can. Turn into a human vase, yes. The same like, how do you attract girls? Yeah, how do you attract girls, guys? Genuine question, asking for a friend. Other people's shoes. I feel like I can. I genuinely can. Like, put myself in other people's shoes. Like, understanding that what they are going through sucks, and, you know, having to do that stuff would have been ass, you know. But I couldn't do that when I was younger. Oh, yeah, no. Oh, lol. Hey, say it! Welcome, welcome! We are taking the autism test. I'm hoping for an ace, but I'm not sure. I feel like I might have answered wrong already. And what is a good result in the autism test, you might ask? I'm not gonna tell you. How are you doing, Say it? Hope you're having a wonderful day. Happy to see you. I have a hard time figuring out what some phrase mean. Like, you are the apple to my eye. And of course, it's showing me a phrase. I have literally no idea what means. I guess yes. I guess yes. Sure, hate me. I don't know. What is this phrase? You are the apple to my eye. Chat, anybody, please help me. The fuck are these questions? These are... You want? I do. The thing is, I didn't know, so the answer is already locked in, okay? Me knowing what this phrase means doesn't mean I understand it. Or doesn't mean that I, you know, can change my answer. No, for real though, like, if I'm going to be with someone, I would rather know how you actually are than putting up with a fake persona. Yeah, true. And break up later, true. Just break up now. It's way better. You're actually hitting with great wisdom, Ming. I agree. I'm very personal. The jewel of the crown. Okay. Still don't really get what a jewel of the crown means, but I guess, in a sense, yeah. It's like the centerpiece. As in break character, yeah. I only like to talk to people who share my special interest. That was definitely true when I was younger. Now I'm better at talking. Symbolism bullshit. Good. I'm not saying I'm going to be myself. Just won't track much. See! Hello! How are you? The autism test. It's the autism quiz. Yes! Persona. Disturbing the peace. Look into my eyes. It is C. I'm so happy to see you, C. How are you doing? Just tell me the things you love about me. Focus on the details rather than the overall idea. Yes. Unfortunately, yes. I'm very much detailed-oriented. Very good at details, but sometimes I miss the great idea. Do it too, because why not? Sure, let me, yeah, it's just the embraceautism.com art test. I will link it in the Discord. And, take the test, guys. Get autism. Hello. But yay. Truly a flashback. Yep. I always notice... Wait, let me take a look. You can see this, right? Yeah, you can see this. I'm doing quite good. That's good to hear. Oh, yeah, and hi, everyone. That's not Cinder. I forgot about you. Oh, lol. My day is going super well. It's the second day of the follow-a-thon, see? And today, we are doing quiz and learning more about me in fun and entertaining ways. Hopefully. I know, very much a me-oriented stream, you know. Big narcissism. Let's go. Yeah, follow-a-thon. Throughout the month of June, I'll see how many follows I can make. Every follow, I spin a wheel. And at certain milestones... Wait. Alright, the milestones are in the gaming chat. Oh, that doesn't matter. Let's go narcissism! Give it that confidence, please. You can have some, Ming. You can have some. Oh, wait. I just gave all that confidence to Ming. I'm not too sure about this guys anymore. Nah, I'm just kidding. Really like that. I'm being obtuse on purpose. Oh, lol. But yeah. Let's go. Okay. I always notice how food feels in my mouth. It's more important than how it tastes. Yes. In a sense, yes. I also taste with my nose. But if the food feels yucky in my mouth, I don't care if it tastes good. Like chocolate mousse, I do not want to eat. I'd rather eat chocolate pudding, because pudding has a better texture. That's true now and true when I was young. I miss my best friends or family when we're apart for a long time. How do I properly say this? I'm a solitary individual, okay? I'm a solitary individual. And I have this bad habit of being able to be completely on my own. I will miss people, but it's like, I haven't talked to my friend in a while. Well, I kind of miss him, but not in that sense. Question of the dirty joke, pull myself back? Yeah. I guess true only now. It definitely wasn't when I was a kid. Like, I was like the one kid who didn't cry mommy when I was like out camping for a week with the class. Because I was like, yeah, sure, cool. I'm good. So I'll take true only now. I'll take true only now. Because, like, I do miss people. I do miss people. Ads, no! Base Basalt, hello! Welcome, welcome! But yeah. Sometimes I offend others by saying what I'm thinking, even if I don't mean to. That was definitely true when I was younger. And I have been told I lack tact. And, for a similar to either answers the question with yeah or damn, oh lol. Hi Base, hi Basso, yay! Okay, I'll say that one. I only like to think and talk about the few things that interest me. That was true when I was younger. That was true when I was younger. Not true now, because I like to broaden my horizons. I'd rather go out to eat in a restaurant than by myself with someone I know. Now, this one is kind of funny. I have absolutely no problem sitting in a restaurant by myself. And a lot of times, I prefer sitting in a restaurant by myself. And the third option, oh lol, oh lol, oh no, why did I say that? Ah! It's not even baited. I just respond like a machine. What can I do about it, you know? And with someone I know. That depends. If it's someone I'm close with, I don't mind. If it's like just somebody I know. Like, I don't want to sit and eat food with somebody who is, you know, just a buddy. Taking a target through this test? True now when I was young. I don't care. I go and eat by myself. I have no problem by that. Like, I don't mind eating with others, you know, if they pay. I can't imagine what it would be like. Imagine what it would be like to be someone else. True. I'm me, okay? I literally cannot conceive being anyone but me. I am me. If I were someone else, I'd still be me. You know, I'm him. I'm gonna continue to be him. I'd rather eat by myself because then I wouldn't have to do the damn splitting bill. Yes. Definitely me meal unless critically contaminated. True. Yeah, splitting. Who cares splitting? Yeah, fuck splitting. I have been told that I'm clumsy and uncoordinated. Yes. I am who I am because I am what I am, which made me who I am. True, true. Very much. If I'm someone else, I'm no longer me. Others consider me odd or different. Yes. Now and then. True now and when I was young. I understand when friends need to be comforted. Only true now. Definitely wasn't when I was below 16. I'm very sensitive to the way my clothes feel when I touch them. How they feel is very important. It's more important how they look. Yes. If I cannot wear sheep wool, I will want to end myself if I wear sheep wool. Again, wool clothes. Doesn't matter. Doesn't want to do it. I'm a cotton MFer. I kind of confused. You weren't you enough, yeah. You are who you are because you are what you are, which made you who you are. Yes. I like to copy the way certain people speak and act. It helps me appear more normal. Yes. I literally copied accents and dialects and speaking patterns. It can be very intimidating for me to talk to more than one person at a time. Definitely true when I was younger. But I don't mind speaking to a crowd. Don't mind just a tongue twister with reality. Gotta get it more you're into you, so your you-ness gets higher. Yeah. I have to act normal to please other people and make them like me. Yes. Very true, I'm afraid. Meeting new people is usually easy for me. True only now. Definitely wasn't when I was younger. I'm tying up this shit. Time to do some math and coke. Yeah, get some Coca-Cola idea. You. And some math. Mavics. Yeah. I get highly confused when someone interrupts me when I'm talking about something I'm very interested in. Yes, if I'm talking about something, I get like confused. I shouldn't say I get confused. I'm smart enough to know. I guess, yeah, I get a little bit like, if I get like cut off, and then suddenly be like, okay, now I've got to reboot. Damn it, autocorrect. It is difficult for me to understand how other people are feeling when we are talking. That was true when I was younger. I'm good at reading people now. Testing Saint, look at the rock. Which rock? I'd like, look at rock? I don't have a rock. Alright, there's a mountain outside my window. Well, thank you for the hydrate, well. Oh, it works. Damn. Okay, okay. Yeah, it works. Thank you, Ming. I'm back and on something that rhymes with back. Quack? Strikes once again. Damn. But how are you doing, well? Thank you. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I like having a conversation with several people. For instance, around a dimple table or school or work. No. That is a lot of pain. I take things too literally, so often miss what people are actually trying to say. Yes. Whatever you say, xia, say. Fuck. It is very difficult for me to understand when someone is embarrassed or jealous. Yes. Sorry. Cinder, what is this test? It's the autism test, Boel. It's the rods are test. Do you want to type it 3 times? Yeah, it's the autocorrect. But yeah. Yeah, it's going super well, Boel. For me to understand that. Blah, blah, blah. Some ordinary textures that do not bother others feel very offensive when they touch my skin. Yes, I hate that. I hate that. No touching my skin. I get extremely upset when the way I like to do things suddenly change. Yes. This is like literally if somebody puts my cooking utensils someplace else, I get mad, okay? If I'm trying to cook something, which requires a lot of focus and locking in, and then somebody has decided to put my utensils, or my butter, or my pots and pans someplace else, I'm mad. Especially if they fuck with my spice, I'm gonna lose it. Typo, it's autocorrect. Yeah, it's the most important test. Yes. Time to ace this test. I'm acing the autism test. We're doing it. Imagine they rewrite everything in the house. I'm already mad, Jeff. I'm already mad. Jeff, not Jeff. I saw Jeff the shark. I'm already maddening because of that sentence. Oh, I don't want them to rearrange stuff. Like, you have no idea how minimalistic my room is. Just so there are, like, not too many stuff. It's like, my room is, like, almost just... It's so chill. It's so relaxing and so serene, I have to say. I never wanted or needed what other people call an intimate relationship. I've always wanted to date somebody. I just can't. I've tried. Don't call me out like this, Quiz. I guess it was true when I was younger. No, wait, not younger than 16. Not younger than 16. Man, if you put a label on everything is normal where it's labeled. Yes, that would be so nice. Imagine having... Like, okay, it's kind of like this. Imagine having a... You know... a shelf or a cupboard or something like, or a drawer, where you have knives, forks, spoons, neatly sorted into their own little compartments. Now imagine if somebody just placed them all over the place, and also they hid a fork in another drawer. And they put all the forks in a different drawer. That is how it feels for me when somebody moves stuff around like that and don't tell me. Everything not where it's labeled. No! Makes me upset. Okay. It is difficult for me to start and stop a conversation. I need to keep going until I'm finished. Yes. I don't want to be cut off. I like to be able to get my point across. If I have to stop, I'm gonna be upset. I speak with a normal rhythm. No. No, I do not. Whatever is normal, I do not speak with a normal rhythm. I speak with melody, actually, if you haven't actually realized that. Det gir veldig mening når jeg snakker på norsk. På norsk er et veldig melodisk språk, der opp og ned gir veldig mening I forhold til setningsstrukturen. So anyways, yeah, I do not speak in a normal rhythm. Definitely not. The same sound, color, or texture can suddenly change from very sensitive to very dull. Yes. Yes, actually. Like, I could feel like my brain is being, like, pickled when I'm listening to, like, some pretty good songs. But then, like, the songs can lose their Free Norwegian! Yes, what is even normal? I don't know anymore, see. Whatever is normal, I don't got it, that's for sure. I speak like I'm in a theater if I'm not stuttering. Ah, yes, I did also stutter a lot. The phrase, I've got you under my skin, makes me uncomfortable. Yeah, I guess so. If somebody told you I got you under my skin, yeah. Something normal people know. No! No! Sometimes the sound of a word or a high-pitched noise can be painful to my ears. Yes. Yes. I am an understanding type of person. Only true now. When I was a kid, I wasn't. I'm trying to be understanding. I do not connect with characters in movies, and cannot feel what they feel. what do they mean by this? Like, I sometimes, like, for example, with Lyos, like, I guess, like, connecting is being able to, like, how do I properly explain this? That's, like, when the character, I can do that, Definitely only true now. Only true now. I couldn't do that when I was younger. I'll tell you why I couldn't do that when I was younger. Because the only character I felt like I could, in a sense, connect with was Wally, who is a robot, okay? That's because I connected with the fact that he was a robot. Just doing its thing. I cannot tell when someone is flirting with me. Yes. True now and when I was young. Can you guys tell when someone is flirting with you? Genuine asking the question. I don't think this is like autism related at all. I just think it's like genuinely a thing. I scored above average on the autism test. I don't know what average is. I can see in my mind the exact details of what I'm interested in. Yes. But that's because I have very good photographic memory and I can like look. Like I can basically like replay stuff in my mind. I'm not even kidding. Oh, no. Congratulations! No, yeah, like, what is flirting? Exactly! Let us understand whatever the alternative meaning is. Yes. Wally is cute. Wally have friend. Wally found love. Wally became hero. Wally lost. Wally returned. Yes! We like Wally. I keep lists of things that interest me, even when I have no practical use. For example, sports statistics, train schedules, calendar, historical dates. No. Not that kind of autism, at least. When I feel overwhelmed by my senses, I have to isolate myself and shut them down. Yes. Very true. Very true. I like to talk things over with my friends. Yes. Well, that's what I did on the June. No! I cannot tell if someone is interested or bored with what I'm saying. Yes. Which is very ironic, being a streamer. But then again, I can't really read your facial expressions. Well, I could try, but I'm not sure how much effort I could put into reading the facial expression of a chat message. What happened in June? I have no clue. I wasn't born then. I was not alive during that era. Okay. It can be very hard to read someone's face, hand, or body movements when they are talking. Only true when I was younger than 16. That's true. Wally knows. Oh, damn. When is your birthday? Secret. I'll tell you one day. But, it's in November. It's in November. I think it's because you miswrote Wall-E. And you're thinking of, you know, this Wall-E. We're still balling at the time. Yeah, we're balling. The same thing, like close temperatures can feel very different at different times. Yeah. I'm actually thinking about that for a second. Yeah, like for example, putting on clothes in the morning feels different than putting on clothes in another time of the day. I know the stories, damn. Your Honor, Mario will never be balling. No! Mario will be balling, I believe. I feel very comfortable with dating or being in a social situation with others. No. I can't say I feel comfortable. I feel like I'm skilled, but I always have this, like, striking suspicion that I will do something. Like, when I'm in a social situation, I have the sword of Damocles hanging above my neck, okay? Any action I do may or may not be my last, because I am wandering through this blindly. I am essentially just practiced it to the point where I can come in with dating. Lamau, I've never dated. Sorry, just a self-roast there. I try to be helpful. I try to be as helpful as I can when other people tell me their personal problems. Yes! True now and when I was young. I'm told that I have an unusual voice, for example, flat, monotone, childish, high pitch. Yes, that's very true. Sometimes a thought or subject is stuck in my mind and I have to talk about it with someone, even if no one is interested. I think I anything I did when I was younger. No, I guess I have to. Even if no one is interested. I do like to talk about the stuff that no one is interested in. Self-roasting, yeah, my type of roasting, yeah. I do certain things with my hand over and over again, like flapping, twirling sticks, waving my hand. Yes, I am literally doing things with my fingers right now. Like just constantly like moving it around. I have never been interested in what most people I know consider interesting. That seems weird. But I guess, like, I've never been interested in, for example, like, sports, like football. Never been interested in a lot of the normie stuff, I guess. Only a second to chicken roasting, damn. You remember that time we were talking about a random girl in class? Tracked you because of the rumors that you were into other men. It was me, Barry. No! You spread the gay rumors about me, Barry. You spread a rumor about me, Anti-Flash. No! I still am not interested in what most people consider. But I think most people I know, that's when it's get hard. Because, I guess it's true now, true when I was young when I think about it. Like, if I go back to my working days and stuff like that, I was like, yeah, no. What most people consider interesting, I have no interest in. I am considered a compassionate type of person. Yes! I am! I get along with other people by following a set specific rules to help me look normal. Yes. Mate, you don't like fish? That's the least Norwegian thing about you? Damn. But what if Barry likes you? Funny thing, it's very impressive that you managed to write that down, Ming, because you have no idea how obsessed the Anti-Flash is with Barry, aka the Flash. Like we're talking that at one certain point, he tried to kill Barry's parents and posed as a social worker trying to adopt him. Like, he went back in time to do that. He's like his biggest hater, but also his most obsessed individual. You can make some, doom the Aoi based on that. But, oh, maybe the test is true. Oh, no. And let me look for me to work and function in groups. Yeah, I would say yes. I struggle with groups very much. The whole communication aspect, getting the logistics down. I feel like most people don't care enough as I do. So whenever I go in, it's like, I just feel like I'm trying to steer a ship, and everyone is trying to swim, while I'm the only one trying to steer a ship. When I am talking to someone, it is hard to change subject. If the other person does, I get very upset and confused. True or younger? Right now, I don't care. Remember that time we were looking forward to eat your appy slices and your foul as your box episode? Me, Barry, I ate the appy slices. Put it through the seals, too. No! Ah! Anyways, wow. Sometimes I have to cover my ears to block out painful noise. Yes. But when I say painful noise, I'm quite literally meaning noises that are so painful that, if I don't block it out with my ears, I will get that, audio damage. AKA construction noises. Oh no, anyways. I can try to make small talk with people. No. My small talk is like trying to, ham fist words into a conversation. I can't do it. Sometimes things that should feel painful are not. For instance, when I hurt myself or burn myself in the stove. No. Things that hurt. Without a doubt. When talking to someone, I have a hard time telling when it is my turn to talk and listen. Yes. Yes, very much. That's why I just keep yapping, you see. Because if I just don't care which turn it is, I win. Anyways. I'm considered a loader, but those who know me best. Yes, very true. I speak in a... I usually speak in a normal tone. No. No, I do not speak in a normal tone. My tone is monotone. I like things to be exactly the same day after day, even a small change in routine upset me. Like, I would say routine, yes, but I don't want things to be the same every day. I want there to be change, but I want to be in charge of the change. I don't want to change it randomly. Saint, have I told you I stubbed my fourth toe so hard it's currently bruised past the feet? No, Ming, that's terrible! Oh, how are you doing? Can you walk? Or are you just like, you know, limping across the floor? I guess you could handstand your way through a room. Wait, no, that's not too sensitive to say. I would say yes. I would say yes. But it's only because I interpret that this is the change happened from outside perspective. Yes. For example, I'm very much being like, if I'm getting woken up early and I need to help with help someone with someone, I'm being like, I will have my breakfast first, or else you will be in a world of hurt. I can walk look like with ice on Saturday. Oh, that's good, that's good, that's good. I'm so happy it's like getting better. That sounds insane though, Ming. The fourth toe too. It's not even like the pinky. It's not the little pig, you know. Or I guess it is the little piggy, but you know, it's your fourth little piggy that got, you know, turned into a blue piggy. Now, what type of bruises? What color? Is there any swelling? Damn. How to make friends and socialites is a mystery to me. Only true when I was younger. I think I get it. I feel like I can't say that with a clear conscience. It's still a mystery to me. I have just managed to... I don't know. For me, social interaction is so I get it like, let's go gambling! And then I just keep like, I can't stop winning! I can't stop winning! It's literally me, social interaction. I'm not kidding. I fail upwards. I go in, I'm ultra awkward. Apparently, I got some form of charm. People don't instantly dislike me, and they get to know me a little better. I will put that as yes. But I don't actually know what I'm doing. I cannot reduce this to a science. And it's more kind of just, you know, a headless chicken. Known for its ability to walk. Not really great at it, though. It falls up the stairs. Essentially, yes. I mean, just snooze the ads, because there's going to be ads in like 5 minutes. And I don't want the ads to interrupt my results. It calms me to spin around, rocking a chair while I'm feeling stressed. No. If I'm stressed, I just want to like lie completely flat. Purplish back at the joint. It was swelling for 2 days and slightly bled into the side of the nail. Second day also was purplish red, but I iced it. Second day perfect, still bruised. Ooh. At least I'm glad to hear that the nail is still on. I remember stubbing my toe so hard that like the damage to the tissue made it so that my nail wasn't on anymore. So I have quite literally... It's back now. It's grown back. But on a certain time, I only had 9 toenails. And I was like wondering, wait, am I only gonna have 9 toenails from this point onwards? And luckily it grew back. It's still, I can see which one is the regrown one. Because I believe it grew back in a like slightly different manner. Yeah, they do grow back, luckily for me, but you know. I was in a time the 9 toenail man, you know. The phrase, he wears hard on sleeves, does not make sense to me. Like, I get what it means. it means being open and sincere. So only true now. If I am in a place where there's many smells, textured feel, no bright, I feel anxious or frightened. Yes. I feel very anxious if I get overstimulated with a lot of stuff, especially noise and bright lights. No, I don't want it. Unless Doc acid them. Oh, damn. Yeah, don't acid my toe, please. I can tell when someone says one thing but means something else. Only true now. But that's because I've grown up with enough deception. Question number 69! Nice. I like to be myself as much as I can. True. I like being myself. I like to be myself. I don't want to, like, act like someone else. I can, but I don't want to. I'm back, bro. Not answering all that? Oh, lol. Welcome back, Saint. Number 69. I like 69. Let's go. Long term bleeding by the colors, but enjoying integrate slight crumpled blurs. I keep my thoughts stacked in my memory, like they're filling on cards. I pick out the ones I need by looking through the stack and finding the right one, or another unique way. In a sense, yes, but like, for me, it's like, another unique way is my memory is linked together by associations. So, for me, if I want to remember something, let's start with fish. And I want to reach dragon. Then I remember that, you know, oh, there's a myth linking fish to dragon, aka the koi, traveling up a waterfall, becomes the Chinese dragon. The Chinese dragon is linked to, you know, dragons and dragon myth, you know. But that's how I usually, like, think. And there you go, I got the koi, because I went through the process. I didn't skip, I have to think it all through. So yes, I think in a unique way. Bruh, what they want to know my bank information? Don't tell them that, you know. Considering how long is it? I think it's not that long. It's 80 questions, 80 questions. Never mind, less than 30. It's like center 8. Pale dark skin color, yeah, okay. The same sounds sometimes seem very loud or very soft, even though I know it has not changed. Yeah, that's true. I can even feel when the beat is off. When the beat is not changed, it's just because my heart is beating. I can literally hear the song slower than it's supposed to be. I know spending time eating and talking to my friends and family. I like eating. Talking to my friends and family. I guess I kinda do, yeah. I don't like eating and spending time together with people, though. I'll put it as only true now. Because, you know, I don't really like to eat together with other people. No, I guess I don't. It should have been an and like this. It should have been this letter and not and. Because this one would suggest that the two actions are being done simultaneously. But I don't like to eat and chat. I like to eat and then chat. But I don't want to do it at the same time. If I'm eating, I'm eating. I guess only true when I was younger. I don't mind eating and talking to my, like, sister or brother or mother or stuff like that, you know. I can't tolerate things I dislike, smells, texture, color. Yes, I cannot tolerate. I'm an intolerant person, I'm afraid. I don't like to be hugged or held. By strangers, yes. I can only do this with people I really, really, really trust. And even then, it feels weird. But if it's by someone I trust, it feels a good type of weird. You put question on the toe bone, we're not hurting. Pushing inside. I think Ming is fine. You know, if you can still move the toe, you should be good. That's at least what I learned. When I go somewhere, I have to follow a familiar route, but I get very confused or upset. No. I like picking an unfamiliar route. Sometimes I just go on a different path, just to see where it leads. It's called ampersand. Damn. I don't know what it has to do with amps or sand, but you know. Crazy. Difficult to figure out what people expect of me. Yes. I hope they expect nothing. I like to have close friends. Yes, I do. People tell me I give too much detail. Yes, that is very true. Fair of accidentally sarcasm. Yeah. I'm often told that I ask embarrassing questions. When I was younger, yes. Now I know better. I tend to point out what, other people's mistakes. True, when I was younger. Now I'm a better person. Now, let us see our score. We got 177 on test. Now, we gotta find out what this means. Better, more pain. I can definitely walk around, run, and be wild again. Yeah, no fractures. That's why I was talking about if you can move it. Is that good? Let's see. We remember 177 was our total score. More information, blah, blah, blah. And here we have the scoreboard. 25, you are not autistic. If you hit score 50, some autistic traits, but likely not autistic, yet some autistic people score as low as 44. 65, the minimum score at which autism is considered. 90, strong indication of autism, although non-autistics may score as high. 130, the mean score of autistic people, a strong evidence of autism. And then we have 160 here, very strong evidence for autism. And then, the next tier is 227, maximum score of people acquired in Vito's seminal paper. Seminal, damn. And then 140 is maximum score. I thought it was going to be higher, not gonna lie. Are you real, Steve? Damn. I guess I could. Genuinely, a lot of them is things that I've gotten better at throughout my time. But, like if you go only true there, only ask embarrassing questions, I got better at it. Point out people's mistake, better at it. For example, spending time enjoying with family, gotten better at it. I worked on it. Mine's higher. Woo! Can you tell me your score? You can't DM it to me. I'll keep it secret. If you don't want to share. But I am curious. Because I don't think 177 is necessarily a low score. No, actually, this actually makes me wonder. Okay. I gotta find it. Face Connect, autism test score. Might go for 187. Oh, damn. Let's go March. Face Connect autism. Okay, I'm just gonna look at some threads there and see if I can find it there. If I find a comprehensive list. Doomed real? Yeah. But yeah, let's take a look here. Face autism ranking. It's going from the bottom. Yeah, okay, I'm a big Face Connect fan, and like a lot of members in Face Connect have done the autism test, so I'm gonna resort to them. We have Lumi, Kaneko Lumi, which got 45. Rooney Roos, aka Normie, of Nate's Face Connect, got 68. Arena got 80. Ember got 90. Amy got 110. And Clara, Kaminara Clara, absolutely wonderful singer, got 142. Irie, 150. Amonagawa Sheena got 162. Jelly, 167. And I guess the one I'm close to score to is Leah, which is like ultra autism, has 181. And then you got Panko at 200, Muyu at 200, and Vemi at 200. So, that's what, if you watch Face Connect, or any Face Connect talents, yes, then you're supposed to know about them. If you don't know anything about the VTuber company Face Connect, then no. But yeah, 177. I could have gotten a higher score, but at the same time, it's like, I try to be as honest as possible. Subscale, blah, 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 blah. Manual test, auto spectrum quotation, yeah, I want to point out that, the only reason I haven't saw diagnosis is because I don't really think I get anything from it, and B, it takes a lot of time. Like, I think, like, physical, drawn out time. I have to wait so long, so I don't care about getting an official, like, statement on it. But yeah, we got at least over 160, so I can't, you know, say anything to that. We should definitely, I should definitely get a snip. No, that's paint. I don't want to open paint. Snip. There we go. And now I've gotten the score immortalized in my Discord. But damn, we weren't that far off. We were just 10 points apart, see. I will just have to honestly say it. Only 10 points is not that much when you consider the fact that we're both this high up. Anyways, let me just rescale this a little bit. And yeah, I guess we can say we have gotten this. Let me just close out the tabs I don't need. We've gotten the Disney Princess quiz. This is when we became Penelope One Sweep. Should we do this one, the BuzzFeed quiz? Which, this might be a fishy, but my 9-question quiz gives you the opportunity to reveal your guild twin under the threshold for autism guarantee. Tanks. Brother, you're giving me a tanks test. I should at least give you +1 point on that test. I'm just gonna be honest and say that. We'll do the tanks test after this one. I want to do the fish one. Which habitat would you choose? This one. I want to choose this one. Select a food option. Veggies, crab, steak, sorry. Which image grabs my attention? Waterfalls. I'm so gonna be a salmon, guys. I just know it. I'm so gonna be a salmon. Choose outfit. This one. Pick a dessert. No thanks. I'll take this cookie. Freshwater bull shark. Select your flower. This one. I would have chosen better ones, but it was only this one. This one is pretty. This one is pretty. Choose another image. Stars! Favorite fishy movie show? Little Mermaid, River Monsters, Jaws, or Finding Nemo. I do like River Monsters, though. I like it when people fish big fish, okay? Although, by the way, River Monsters, I genuinely believe ended because the person who made the show literally fished all the big river monsters he could fish. It's like, he did it. The man did it. He fished everything, and that's why he had to stop. Like, genuinely. That's why it ended. There were no more big fish to fish. He was the biggest fish. You are correct, thank you. Choose a color palette. None of them are... I'll go this one. Ew. We got salmon, baby! Let's go! I knew I would get salmon. I knew it. I told you, salmon, or laks, as it is called in Norwegian. Dedicated, purposeful, intelligent, strong. I don't want to call a salmon intelligent. Brother, they literally fall for the bait. But that's rude to say to a fish. That's genuinely, like, offensive. That might be some kind of fish-related slur. Be like, bro, you literally fall for the bait. You thrive anywhere in saltwater or fresh. You move in a group or a school or a frog. Wherever you are, I wish you the best. Oh, thank you, quiz. That's very nice of you. Yeah, you wanted me to take this tank quiz. Let me just zoom in. Here we go. Which tank are you? Should I click start? Okay. On the mornings, it's very cold. Wake up, eat breakfast. 060 when you first open your eyes. I don't get this. Pulling up fish slurs? Yeah, we're slurring them fish. It's very cold. Needs to be woken up. Funky my room up. Has 20 alarms. Starting at 5 a.m. Wake up, eat breakfast, get ready to go out the door. Instantly awake. Ah! I guess it was wake up, yeah. What would your electives be? Computer? Oh, elective. I hate language. This is meant to be elective courses for high school. Guess what? I'm not American, you stupid little quiz. Woodworking. I love working my wood. Art. Yes. I don't pick sport because I don't want to play with other people. I usually ended up like ending up in fights and stuff while I'm doing sports in school. What is your relationship with your siblings? Absolutely hate them, get along until you disagree. I'm the only one that's allowed to hurt you. Not very, but always be there for them. We guess we're doing that one. What do you do when your parents ask you to do chores? Do them with no questions asked. Why is that not a normal answer? Why is like 8 other answers for like... How do you get your homeworks done? Just don't do it. I just didn't do my homework. Genuinely. Why are you at your friend's home? Play video games? To build things, yes. These are some round quiz are fun. Yeah, I agree. I love them. What type of pet do you want to have? It's like just a dog, and it gives me like 2 different, like this is like dog, cat or 2, mix of cat and dogs, just a dog. When falling asleep, do you fall right asleep? Later for 2 hours, up all night, when you sleep, in out of sleep, hasn't woken up in the past 5 days. Fall right asleep. What am I looking at? We're doing a which tank are you quiz. So hello, Kajak. Welcome. During a weekend, would you rather take a trip to a museum, stay home and relax, go 2-day trip? Nope. Stay in a house on farm with a family. Get out of the house. Get a house. There we go. What would you rather do in your free time? Play video games? Sleep? Go hiking? Outdoors activities? Yes. I'm gonna go now. Good luck on the fall town center. Have a wonderful time. Thank you so much for dropping by. I'm so happy to see you. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful time, okay? Bye-bye. Where would you like to live in the future? On a farm with a family in a northeastern forest with a cabin. What do you mean? It's like America. I don't care. I don't live in America. In the desert, nice open grass field, suburbs, the base of the mountains with a couple of kids. That's everywhere in Norway. That's like almost everywhere. In the middle of a dense city. Like everywhere in Norway, thank you. One idea with good news. Make a huge grin and start telling everyone. Round start laughing out of nowhere. Face. One up the good news. Think about it, actually better. Never get any good news. Oh, make a huge grin and start telling everyone. Yes. I am the IS-2. I don't know anything about tanks. I'm just gonna be completely transparent with you. I don't know a damn thing about tanks. I know that tanks go on treads normally and have a cannon normally and are normally piloted. That's about it. But yeah, let me find a... I'm just sitting on chat there. Effectively, you're a tank. Yeah! Test approved. I agree. Test is approved. Now, I'm gonna take a little bit of a fun test here. We're gonna do a Yandere test. Yeah, I could take a Sundara test as well, but now, when I say I love chat, this might make you guys reconsider that as an endearing statement. Yandere is a term by comparing yanderu, meaning mentally ill or sick. Let me just andere, meaning lovey-dovey, describing someone whose intense love turns obsessive. Turning obsessive attachment, and sometimes even violent behavior. Take this 20-question, 2-minute quiz to find out how yandere are. I like how like 2 minutes, being like, bro, we're gonna spend ages here. Things about to go crazy. Let's take the tests. Start. Sponsored links. Okay. I experience frequent mood swings. Yeah. I just deal with them. But my mood swings. I'm actually gonna put that there, actually. I lack confidence in myself. I'm okay with that. I constantly think about the person I like. Just gonna put that one there. I'm stubborn and don't easily change my opinion. I don't... Ansprech can vouch for this one. I strongly agree with this, considering the fact that all of you should know how stubborn I am at this point. I tend to be possessive with my partner. Maybe not that possessive, but you know. I definitely would consider, you know, they're mine. But you know, they're still their own person. I prioritize my loved ones over myself. Yes. I am a worrier. Not a warrior, a worrier. Nah, I'm not really a worrier. I'm just gonna put neutral in that. I'm trying to find it hard to talk to people. Yeah, a bit, yes. I express my love strongly towards my partner. Yes. I'm the type to stay devoted to one person. Yes. I have a vivid imagination, tend to daydream a lot. I have deep fear of being abandoned. Not that deep, but I don't like being abandoned. I get jealous easily. No, actually no, I don't. My jealousy is on hold. Don't you worry about that. I can still get jealous, however, I just don't get it easily. Very difficultly I get jealous. When it's something, I lose sight of everything else, yes. I often feel lonely. I think my dog is barking in her sleep. Or in her dreams, I should say. I could forgive a cheating partner, but never the person I cheated on. No, I wouldn't forgive a cheating partner. I'm gonna be honest with you. If someone cheats... Ooh, I'm keeping that one on the... thank you, Ming. That one is amazing. But yeah, if somebody cheats... That person is forever branded as a cheater. Because... I don't know. There's something about people who cheat many of them will try to justify themselves cheating. Oh, they didn't love me enough. They didn't take care of my needs. They wouldn't do this, wouldn't do that. But at the end of the day, they still decided it was okay cheating. Welcome. Thank you, Ming. I tend to think negatively. No. No, I'm quite the positive person. I feel a strong need to control or possess the person I love. No. I don't want to constantly have them or control their every move. I want them to be free. Just have me along with them, you know. I get aggressive when things don't go my way. No. And then we have to scroll down here. I check my partner's social media to keep track of their actions. I'm just gonna put that one there, and then we see results. We got a 61% Yandere level. Hey, let's go! Your Yandere level is average. I didn't know there was an average for Yandere, but okay. I can your partner, but able to maintain a healthy distance, respecting boundaries, without overwhelming jealousy or possessiveness. While there may be moments where you feel a bit uncertain, or want to check in your knowledge for reciprocated, you handle these feelings well, allowing you to build a stable relationship. You're capable of expressing a balanced affection and maintaining a calm and respectful connection with your partner. Why wasn't it 69? Oh no, not too crazy, fanboy. Nah, we're good, we're good. I'm not that bad. I'm not that bad. I guess if I clicked like I get jealous easily, it probably would have just put me in the sky. Whee! There are many other quests like this though. But that actually reminds me. I want to do this one. What kind of wizard are you? Let me just I'm already at the, let me see here. Go to the top and remove the ant field there. But before I do that, I want to put on a pizza. So I got myself some dinner in me because I want to eat. Because I'm a hungry hippo. Or I guess the hippo is just, you know, not actually that hungry. It's just massive and eats a lot. But I'm very much a hungry caterpillar. Because that caterpillar is the icon of gluttony, okay? We can see that in the basement of churches when they talk about, like, sins and devils, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna put on a pizza. It'll take me like a minute, and I'll be back. Probably, okay, maybe 2 minutes. I'll grab some soda. Wait, actually reminds me, I gotta mute so you don't hear dog barking. Because the dogs might bark. And I don't want them to bark at your mic. My mic. But your, Did you know the speakers and mic are like kind of interchangeable? Of course, you could use a speaker as a microphone. It's just gonna sound like garbage, but it's possible. Because you just gotta wire, because essentially what you're doing is instead of wiring that it shoots signals out, you just make it so that it catches the vibration and puts the signals back in. Fun fact, by the way, for free. You got that one for free. Mwah. And now we're about to be forsaken. Hey, Saint, do you know what else does a pizzeria offer? No, what does a pizzeria offer before I leave? I am curious. Pizza vibes! Ah. That's good, that's good. I'm gonna get my pizza now. I returned. Whee! Let me just put on the timer so I don't accidentally burn my pizza, because that would be... That would make me sad. I'll just be honest with you if I burn pizza. So I'll try not to burn a pizza. The boom ching. Unfortunately, I have no idea quiz could be no idea how quiz could be nice to do. Fair enough. What'd you miss? What tank is Cinder? I think I was the let me see here. I became the IS2, which I mean that doesn't say anything to me, but I got the IS2. Also, he has average levels of Beyond the Rep. Yeah, maybe. But what kind of wizard are you? Check this to know. Start. There we go. How easily distracted are you? Nothing can ever distract me. Very little could distract me. I need a goal, but I'm fairly focused. I'm always aware of my surroundings, still focused. I can be distracted from my goals at times. I am easily distracted. I'm afraid. It's a Soviet tank. Ah, damn. I'm depressed now. I don't want to be a Soviet tank anymore. Now I'll go and cry. Nah, just kidding. I don't care. What's your favorite color? I guess violet. That's closer to purple. I think. Hey, I'm a German Podstar. Violet is close to purple at least. That's true. Where would you most likely live? In an option listed below. High in the mountains, by the ocean. Deep wooded glen, by running water, stream or river. In the desert. In a wild open field or in a city. Why is there not high in the mountains, in a deep wooded glen, by running water, stream or river? Because that's where I would live, by the ocean. This is like literally Norway. Those 4 options are literally Norway. High in the mountains, I guess. Up in my tower. What is my favorite hobby out of the list below? Cooking, sculpting, photography, gardening, travel, hiking, writing. I do like cooking. I like cooking. When learning something new, how good of a student are you? I don't know. Grades don't matter to me. Perfect grades with no effort. High grades with effort. Average grade, really don't care. High grades with efforts. I will cook one day. Don't worry, I will cook one day. I'm being distracted by dog hair, so I guess my question is quick. Come in, I got a dog on my lap now. Everybody, you are a bunch of no dog lap havers. I am a dog lap haver. I have a dog on my lap, and none of you can stop me. Okay, dog lap time is over. The dog lap arc is now concluded. Dog is on the floor now. Okay, dog is on my bed now. Click a photo. What you mean, like these? I don't want to click those. Stretch. Thank you for the stretch. Thank you for the hydrate. These are like more quizzes. If I click those, I will do the quiz. Are you alive for the party? Drunk in a corner, life for the party. Person talking politics. Fussing over food and drinks. I guess I do that. I want to drink food and stuff. Is it Nova? It's Nova. What kind of style do you have? Hippie, hipster, rocker, pop diva, preppy, cowboy, or goth? Where's like dumpster boy here? Where's like dumpster boy? It's my behavior. No, I'm just gonna pick goth. Yeah, no, that wasn't there. It's not assuming that normal. It's assuming normal people want to be wizards. Not, you know, big chungus among us people like me. What kind of animal do you prefer? From the list below. Barn owl, mink, raven, finch, wolf, snowshoe rabbit, and a hawk. I'm not actually a fan of big dogs. And a wolf definitely hates a big dog. A rabbit would be cute. And a raven, I don't know. Raven feels like the thing to go. Hawks are super cool though. Actually, I think I'll take the rabbit. What kind of weather do you prefer? Cold and rainy, hot and dry, clear fall day, spring rain, sultry summer day. What's sultry? Snowy blizzard, windy and cool. I might go sultry summer day, but I'm not even sure what sultry is. Like, what does sultry mean? Let me Google this. Sultry meaning hot and humid. I feel like hot and dry is better than hot and humid, but like it's always humid. You know what? Hot and humid. That's what I like. How well do you work with others? I don't. I'm a born leader. I lead because I must. I'm a great team player. I follow because I must. Facilitate, leading from the shadows by manipulation. That's so edgy. Holy moly, that's so edgy. I will never presume to oppose the group's decision. I'm a great team player. Who from the list below inspires you the most? The Doctor, Darth Vader, being like, who gets inspiration from him? Being like, yeah, I'm a killer cyborg man, but I'm just like really powerful. That's so inspiring. Elrond, Norman G. William Shakespeare, Edgar Allan Poe, or Winston Churchill. Someone wants to be a father? Oh, damn. That's not actually a bad, that's a good one. Like, Elrond just watched a guy walk off with the ring. And he couldn't do anything because, you know, he too was afraid of the corruption of the ring. I don't know. Out of the character, I like Elrond the most. When it comes to temper, how long is your fuse? What kind of question is that, idiot? I'm trying to be patient, but I don't have it in me. Patience is a virtue. Patience is the ultimate virtue. Anger has its place. True to be hard is used. Anger is often appropriate. Patience is a virtue! Yay! Oh, this blow. What power would you most likely have? Flight, super strength, mind control, speed, invisibility, invulnerability. What is that? That's like impossibly OP. This is like literally I just want to be invincible there, kind of, but it's actually invincible there. Or healing. Flight has always been something I wanted. I want to be free. But super strength is very cool. Speed is cool. Invisibility is cool. Healing is one of those that I actually think is the most useful. I'm assuming it's just general purpose healing. Redo of healer? Not redo of healer. I really was thinking more, but yeah, let's do healing. What's your favorite wizard? Gallop the Grey? Who would pick Saruman the White? I guess he's kind of cool in the past, but he does, like, you know, fall fair to the ring. Wait, it's Dark Anime Saint? Oh no. Yeah, redo of healer? No! Not that kind of even magic. Merlin, Morgan Le Fay, Radagast the Brown, Dumbledore, or Maleficent? Merlin is cool though. He guides with wisdom. Gandalf is also pretty cool, but I don't know. Merlin is kind of like the OG. Another test, bruh? Yeah, it's another test. We're seeing which wizard I am. What is your favorite type of book to read? Mystery, romance, history, biography, fantasy, sci-fi, non-fiction. I don't know, man. I don't barely. Yeah, I love video. It's so wholesome and cute. No. Then again, you strike me as a person who love Boku no Pico to say it. So you know, we want to do a watch party together. Watch it together. You know, relive our moments. You know, relive it. He's doing sweats nervously. Yeah. I guess non-fiction. I guess I like to read stuff like that. I am an Earth Wizard. It didn't even give me a picture. I'm just an Earth Wizard. Earth Wizard by far the most focused of all the wizards. Lol. And thus the most widely feared. Well, people fear me. But because I can throw a rock. I guess in the sense of the wizarding world, being able to cast Magician's Brick and throw a brick at somebody truly beats every ward spell in existence. Nobody can touch a non-magical brick. Dirty Wizard, no! It's funny how it gave me Earth Wizard when I was Celestial Wizard. I'm like in the stars. We're the most far away possible. And informing defenses of powerful enough to call forth earthquakes from the land itself. Yeah, it's me sitting on a chair. Earth wizards are key in forming defenses for every battle, as well as wielding intense, devastating attacks. Yeah, me on the bathroom now. You are not easily angered, but once motivated, cannot be stopped. Others treat you with care and show deep respect. They don't. Because they do not want to be recipients of your wrath. I am not a wrathful person. Your enemies, let's say Air Wizard. Ah, damn Air Wizard. Constantly farting on my fields. Your most powerful attack is the Earthquake. Your most earnable through Air Wizard's Typhoon. Your familiar is a hare, lol. Is hydrogen a rock? I believe no. Moon and stars are rocks. I guess the moon is, you know, like meteor mage. Technically true, yeah, I guess. To be fair, a lot of rocks are there because of stars, though. Aspect, you know, everything starts with a star. But I guess I'm being reductive. The moon is definitely a rock, though. The moon is definitely a rock. I haven't seen a moon that is not rock-shaped, or rock-pilled, or, you know, stuff like that. You could chuck the rocks in the sky to make a meteor. Yes, that's true. I like how being like, you fear the Air Wizard, bro. Literally, bird types die to rock moves. Because the people who made Pokemon observed that when they threw a rock at a bird, the bird died. And they decided, ergo, that flying types are then weak to rock. The heck, I clearly said no! She did actually say no, I'm afraid. Not actually afraid, but you know. Woo! Would you look at that? Oh, that's so fun. But this fun will have to come to a momentary close because pizza time. I'm back with pizza. What am I missing, Chad? Let me just collect my eyes for a second, and then I can read. My eyes are now here. Dirty under a femboy wizard. The title keeps growing. I mean, none of my secret occupations. Damn. First elevator music to the time of the government building. Hey, it's not elevator music. It's pizza time music, Gasbrecht. As the dirty Soviet and Salmon. Damn, Salmon wizard, please. The things I say, lol. I forgot about the Disney princess, Penelope. Yeah, Penelope. There we go, Penelope. There we go. I can speak. The winter princess. Yes, your title. Run! No, don't run. But I'm just gonna eat some pizza real quick. So I'm just gonna put on the BRB while I eat pizza. I'm still gonna be here. I just want to eat pizza because I like energy. Wait, I have an idea. Let me just, get on words on stream. We go. I will hide myself. There we go. Are you guys ready? Do this while I eat. That was a hard level. That was a really hard level. Let's try again. Raviner! I'm just eating, so I got some, what's it called? Words on stream. But hey, what are you doing? I'm doing well, Raviner. I'm just doing the About Me section. It's going to be a good bot. That I'm sure for. But I'm happy to see you. Hi Atlas, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome, hope you're doing well. And how are you? Woo, let's go! We managed level 1! No. I tried. Oh, there's no U. There's no U. No, there is a U. Wait, what? Am I just blind? Oh, Toucan! That's amazing, Raviner. That's amazing. Archon. That should have been a word. N-O-R. Oh, hush. It's not... You're completely correct, but you know. Down back up. Thinking. We did well. I'm actually curious to see how far we can go. But yeah! I'm good, how about you? Thank you, Atlas. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing very well today, Atlas. Thank you for asking. No, I'm bottom fragging! There's a word I could think of, but it could not be there, I promise. Fair enough. Ooh, I believe there's a fake one. No, there is not a fake one yet. No, I wanted to write actually. Ah, I was working on it. No. You're all amazing today. Wow. Y'all? No. Oh, you already wrote y'all. Ali! Yeah, oh wow, we're doing well. I think it's like a high score. Hey, we advanced 2 levels! On the right, I should not suck. Don't worry, you're doing pretty well. I'm the bottom fragger, okay? Raviner is coming in clutch. Just want to point that. Boom, boom, and let's go. There's a fake letter here. There's a fake letter. J is fake. Damn. Cade, I think it's a name, Dave. It's, you know, I don't really want to name my child Cade, but, you know, I believe it's a name. I'm just gonna test it out. BRB. Oh, there we got the J was fake. Have a wonderful BRB day. Okay, I can't think of anything. There was a good run though, but you could feel the difficulty going higher. Although this is balanced for probably like chats with 1,000 people in it, you know. I'm just gonna rage quit. Sorry, guys. No, don't worry. You were doing well, Revealer. Saying that you had... I also had nothing. I really believe that that word was probably like one of those like super infrequently used words. If I were to be too many vowels, too many I's. That's for me. It had 2 I's, which you know normally people have 2 I's, but I feel like for a word having 2 I's, that's not normal. Yeah, me neither. Me neither. Too many vowels, 2 C's as well. And I couldn't write something like, because we didn't have a U, we couldn't write like citrus. Yeah, basically just citrus. I got nothing else. And 2 L's. Yeah, unfortunately we caught both. I remember the word. Which word is it? Like, you can still type it in chat. You won't win. Wait, never mind. Okay. It has an E, R, rip. Oh, rip. You know, that is how it is sometimes. Sometimes the word has an E in it. You didn't expect it to have an E, but it has an E. And you just gotta deal with the E. Despite the fact that you don't really want to deal with the E. The E is just there to bother you. I shouldn't go on long tangents about the letter E. Something tells me I shouldn't do that. Now, do we have any other, like, fun tests there? Or am I just, I'm not sure if I want to, like, keep doing it. If I can't find anything more fun, you know. If anybody got any, like, good suggestion for some, like, weird tests I could take, that would be fun. But I think if I can't, like, manifest something, I always, there is Morse. E in Morse. Ah, true. Ads, no! You know what? There is one more test, which I could take. If people are aware of the kink test. What is the largest animal you can take in a fight? Like based on probability, as in I have a chance to defeat it, or as in I can consistently defeat the animal. Veto. Okay. I was trying to hydrate. Do it. Oh, lol. I think a lot of people have done the test. Like, did Spooky do it recently? Or am I just imagining things? No, wait, no, I think I'm just imagining. I do know that, like, at least, Serotonin did it recently. And they have fans. But, yes, I will do a stretch, and I'll do a hydrate. Some goose duck? Maybe. But, I haven't played it before. And new things make me uncomfortable. Like, Goose duck. Is that a game? It's a game. Nor am I. I can at least download it and look it up so I can know what it is. Goose duck. It's a game. Wow. Amazing. Welcome back to the end, everybody. Whee! I'll add this to my library at least. It's Among Us, but the free version, which is funny because Among Us is free on mobile, but it's not free on Steam. Want to try Hangman? Oh, Hangman could be fun. Should I do actually, yes, let's do Hangman. I have a perfect idea for Hangman. Paint. And then, can I not capture paint? Hello. Paint. There we go. Because we've got to play Hangman. We got to do it right. I will chill on top of this. No, not on top, but yes, on top. Here we go. I'm chilling here. I always have Among Us. It's just a good everyone can. That's like not a bad idea. Okay, well let's do Hangman, okay? Let me think of a word. How many lives should we have in Hangman? Because that's always like a thing that I never really gotten the thing of. Like, okay. Let me just, pencil. Can I increase the size? Size? Big. Long. Okay. Yes. Man plus rope is how we did it. Yes, okay. We got Hangman. So... Everybody, suggest letters. Yes, this will be chaos because you can't do turns. I will give you guys a total of 10 lives. E. E is correct. A. A is incorrect. T. T is correct. Okay, anybody have anything else? This is impromptu Hangman. I like this. It's kind of fun. S is incorrect. Oh, I should put the incorrect ones up here. Ooh. And there's not much of the man left, guys. He's gotten one leg. No, wait. Scratch that, and his leg is there. There we go. The N though, that one goes back here. Sorry, I can't read, Ming. You actually had correct with the O. The O is correct. R is correct. Okay, we're almost there. Almost there. Just a couple of more letters. But man, it's almost there. I may have overdrawn him a bit. You know what? I'm removing his downside, so you have a little bit more shots. M. M is correct. P is correct. Computer is correct. Congratulations! You guessed computer! The man still lives. He lives with one leg. One leg in a grave. That's the only thing that he has, you know. Woo, let's go! Now how do I delete everything? Do I just like... That seems unwise. gonna just select this and then delete. There we go. One foot in the grave. Yeah, thank you, Ming. Okay, next word. Okay. 6 characters. And I am going to draw the stand now. So we know. 6 characters. You can do this. You can do this. I believe in you. A. Ooh, A is incorrect. I will create the thing. E is correct. E is correct. We got an E, guys. We got an E. T is incorrect. And now we draw the hook. At. Nice. Is that an L or an I? That's an L. That's a lowercase L. L is incorrect. Head is there. M is correct from Ming. And B is correct from Raviner. I is incorrect. It's a capital I. Every other letter has been lowercase. I'm sorry. Every other character has been lowercase. And I is also incorrect. When E is lowercase, T is lowercase, but the I isn't? My body autocorrect I. True. But you can't blame me for misunderstanding. I just want to have that one put there. You can't blame me for misunderstanding. Okay. He has a couple of more shots there. But then the man is dead. Now. There's no A, T, L, or I in this word. But there is an E, M, and B. All in perfect sequence, actually. No R. No R. He gets an arm. Now, you should be able to get this. You should be able to get this. The word has actually been said before. It's not an unspoken word. Like, I don't think I've said computer. Now I said computer. Anybody else want to take a guess? What could this word be? It's a word with a B, but not an A. An M, but not a T. An E, without an I or an R. What other characters would you want to try? Now, I do want you to guess this one because I'm actually kind of proud of it. And I really like the word I picked. So you better solve it, okay? You better solve it. Or else I will be disappointed. I won't actually be that disappointed. I love you regardless. Fanboy is the correct answer. Yes! Ming came in with the solving. Ignore that Y there. It is Fanboy! Let's go! Congratulations to Ming. She solved the equation. The Femboy equation. And the Fem man on the hangman is alive. Whee! You couldn't see it coming. I feel like at one point, I feel like I'm so good at going under your guys' noses sometimes. And just, you know, sneaking in what should be fairly obvious, but you don't expect it from me. Now, the thing with Hangman is that it's fun because a lot of people get to take turns picking the word. And right now, a lot of people can't take turns picking the word, you know? It's a word for these fancies. I guess... I will say I am afraid to say maybe another time. Maybe another time, Osprey. We can actually do this as a legit event. Because it was very impromptu. So keep that word in mind. Because I would really like to have where we try to solve other people's words. And I want to make a game about it. So everybody like puts in a word. The word can be difficult. Word can be hard to solve. And the goal is to essentially not lose. So yeah. Let me just whoop. I don't want to save. I don't want to save this document. Oh, look at that. I'm so small. Where am I? There we go. No, this is me. This is me. No. This is me. Hello. Move me there. And then, whoom. Slice up. Community game night every day. Yeah, we could do that. I really want to do a community game night. I have to set up my Discord for it. But, you know, more than enough excuse to do something with my Discord. You know, I've been waiting for that. B.O.B. Okay. I think this is a perfect time to wrap up the About Me segment of the stream and move onwards to the news segment of the stream.